Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I'm late with this budget with me. This is the Paycheck 2 for January. I actually got the paycheck on January 12th. I've been very tired this week, so I haven't been able to film this. But I do want to get this down on paper. I do plan on doing a different layout next time, but this is how I'm going to do it for today. I like to have my bills and expenses written out in order that they are due. That way I don't forget any. I've tried to separate it by fixed expenses and debt and all that, and I always wind up forgetting something. So I'd rather just do it in order of which it's due. That way I can go through my calendar that I have all my bills written down in and make sure I don't miss one. I do have, I'm not sure if I'll do it in a different video. This is currently my little budget. I'll show you since it's slightly out of frame. This is my month layout that I created. I'm hand drawing the months in. I did this back in 2022 and I enjoyed it. I would just come into my office and usually a week or so before the new month and just draw it out. I'm planning on actually just doing all 12 months. That way it's all laid out, and this is just filler paper from the Happy Planner. And I use currently a Tombow pen to do it, or Tombow marker. And then I just write what's due and when it's due. I currently have them highlighted with which paycheck is going to cover what. And then I have the bills all lined up, the amounts, the date paid. I check it off as paid once it's out of the bank account, and I write the confirmation numbers. And right now this is the January expense tracker. You'll see this in my next video for tracking my expenses. I did enjoy doing this and then color coding it when I was tallying the numbers. That's a preview of the weekly check-in that I'll be doing in the next video. So let's go one by one. I always do a pre-budget, so I already know this paycheck is not going to cover everything, so I'll show you how I end up doing that. So the mortgage, the amount we're putting towards the mortgage this paycheck is $516. Our car loan is $314.53. We have a personal loan of $105.97 and another one $79.53. Our cell phone bill has actually gone down about $5, so it's $165 currently. We paid off the cell phone case and the screen protector for one of our phones, and this consists of 4 phone lines. We do have a total of 6 phone lines on our family account. This is just the portion that we pay. IQIYI, this is another streaming service that I watch shows on regularly, so I don't want to cancel that. Our car insurance is $275.74 for 2 cars. YouTube Premium $15.87. And this is another service that I don't want to cut since we don't have enough money to give ourselves personal. Back in 2021, we used to have enough that we could have at least $50 to $100 in personal, and currently we can't do that. So we're allowing ourselves at least some streaming services. The internet is $69.99. Snap, which is the service that we use to pay for car repairs. This is every paycheck. $26.96 and $21.66. And then we did have one other loan, $106.40. And when I was initially tallying my numbers, this loan is the one I forgot about. Which is why I like to go over the numbers at least a few times to make sure I don't forget anything. And then these are our variable expenses, so grocery and household. I like to budget $300. That seems to be working for us right now. Every time I tried to budget $200 or a little less than $300, we ended up going way above that amount, so I try and keep it at $300, and we're doing pretty well with that. I don't split it up between week 1 and week 2 just yet, since we do like to buy in bulk for certain items that will last the 2 weeks, but I may try that. Doing 200 one week and 100 another week, I'm not sure yet. Dining out, $120. And gas, since we had to use both cars this week, budgeted $80. So if you tally all the bills and expenses and then the variable expenses, we actually end up with a negative amount of $104.64. And since we have a negative amount, somehow I have to figure out in the budget. And what we decided to do is we have to push off one of these payments until next paycheck, or find a way to make more money to cover the expense, be it with a side hustle or just saving on household and gas. Right now it looks like we may have some extra in gas that we can put towards that bill, but we won't know until next week. So what we have decided to do for this paycheck is this personal loan right here. With the bank that I have, we have up to 10 days to pay for it before we get a late fee. And the next paycheck we'll receive before the 10 days. So we're going to take out that $105.97 from this total. And we're going to add it back to here. Giving us a positive amount of $133. And this is why I like to budget ahead, so I know where I'm at. I know some paychecks are going to be harder than others. There's some paychecks that I have a surplus that I'm saving to help with the following paycheck. Or I'll go ahead and pay certain bills ahead, so we don't have to use that in the next paycheck. But currently this is our budget for paycheck 2. I forgot to say the income. We're working off of $2,100. Oh, so it's $2,100 minus all these expenses. Yes. So right now it's a positive $133. I just have to keep an eye on this personal loan and pay it. I'm going to submit the payment before the